thoughts on that, Bri?
So, as far as blacks being racist, it's hard for you to be held down, and then when I don't like you, or I have an issue, or if I say something about the way you holding me down, I'm now a racist. That I don't feel, blacks can be racist because they went through so much.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't be mad to me. You can't be mad at somebody for not liking someone, because of how they were treated in their past.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's part of trauma.
Right.
And what we know is people didn't know black people have mental health issues until about 5 years ago.
Yeah. And
to this day, people don't still understand the mental issues that black men have until, you know what I mean? We go through shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? PTSD, all these type things. Being 5, 6 years old, the police doing all this dirty stuff. You know what I mean? We were taught at a young age, don't go over there. You know what I mean? And this is 90s.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is the 90s. Don't go over there. Don't do that. The police, and it was racism even then in the 90s.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, granted, a lot doesn't change, but I don't feel me telling you, nah, stay away from me because I don't like what I saw y'all did, 5 years ago. I don't really like how you handled my grandmother back in the day. I don't like how you handled my mother.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just choose not to deal with you.
Right.
Now, that's not my views always, but what I'm saying is I understand from the people that choose to do that. Now, what I do know is it had to be certain Caucasian white people that didn't agree with that for us to even advance how we advance. Because if all of them was the same, they wouldn't even open the door. But it is some good white people out here that's like, no, you can't treat people like that. No, you can't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, I heard, once before Muhammad Ali, his stance was, hey, if I got my door open and it's a whole bunch of snakes, and out of all them snakes, 5 of them good, I ain't gonna keep my door open to try to let the good ones in. I'm just gonna keep all of them out. And I ain't mad at him for that.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to tell who's who from because what we do know is, I ain't no conspiracy theorists, but they put moles in places. You know what I mean? They'll let somebody act. There's actors. They'll put somebody in place, and it been black people that bring organizations down in black communities because they were paid. Oh man, we're going to some conspiracy. I don't even want to talk about this. But man, we know it's there though.
Yeah, we didn't go into that deep.
Man, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's things set in place to bring the black community down to keep us at a certain level.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other show we did, speaking on Diddy, was speaking on billionaires.
Yep.
We can count up on our hand, maybe 10 black billionaires?
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
10 black billionaires?
Yep.
We know it's way more than 10 smart, extremely smart people, extremely talented people.
Out of the entire black American population. Right.
So, but it's only about this many?
Right.
And compared to, the wealth gap,
right,
is very, very broad. So, in that sense, for a black person to even become status of a billionaire, it shows that we never quit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It shows that we can get over adversity. Shows that we can, take all these steps and we take the long way. Right. Cause ain't nobody, no black person that have anything got it easy.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
No granddad left you the plantation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Granddad didn't leave you this Walmart store.
Right.
They didn't do that. We didn't have that.
Exactly.
You feel me?
I agree.
We knew millionaires, new billionaires. There's a lot of new money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So for Anton Daniels, like I said, I don't know him. I know you know him a lot, but what I feel he's overcame a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you overcome a lot, you gotta let a lot die. You know what I mean? Meaning to get over something, you know, the thoughts and the way that you think in this environment, you know what I mean? You got to cut it. You got to disassociate yourself to a degree. Not saying forget, but you gotta. Exactly. You got, you know, you trim that and in our minds, you know, you can cut so much to where you feel like you don't cut the cord. You ain't even associated no more. Yeah. You don't, you know what I mean? You got no, you know, like a balloon. Right. But you just floating by yourself. Yeah. You ain't got no connection to your people who even paved the way for you to be able to talk how you talk. True. You know what I mean? True. You can't forget about that. I agree. You know what I mean? I agree. Somebody paved the way for you to get to where you are. Exactly. You know what I mean? I agree. Yeah. I agree. 100%. That's a great perspective, Bri. Great perspective. Yeah. Absolutely. There it is. And we'll leave it right there. We'll leave it right there for that particular topic. All right. So with that said, Bri, we'll move on to the next topic. All right. Let's talk about Trump, ICE, and blacks in the fight. So, of course, Bri, you know, we've been seeing, especially ICE been going on everywhere, but like what's been going on in Minnesota. Yeah. You know, you've had some people even got unalived the ICE situation. What are some of your thoughts right now on what's going on with Trump, ICE, and then also blacks? Some blacks joining in on the fight of this right now, man. Yeah. With regarding to ICE in itself, and you know, just I don't think it's right for people just to be able to jump out on anybody. Show me your ID. Show me your papers. God damn, right. You feel me? Yeah. Show papers. Right. I got my dog. You know what I mean? Right. That ain't cool in no sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, that goes back to the racism stuff. That's profiling at itself. In racial profiling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, to that, it's like you can't do that. That ain't fair. That ain't cool. I was just listening to some guy, I can't remember his name. He's like a comedian. And he set up a fake hotline. And he said, this is ICE number. And people would call in to report. He not ICE, but he acting like he ICE. Oh, man, it was a kindergarten teacher calling the boy in her class 5. She was calling to report his parents. Dang. Like the dude, like, so you want the kindergarten? You want him out? You're like, damn. So what? You get this boy parents deported? Who gonna take care of him? Right. Who gonna take care of your child? That's crazy. Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey. And then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form you can fill out. You said www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod form. Again, www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out. And we can see if there'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media. Rise of the 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon.
I regret it on purpose.